All right, George, what are you standing next to here?
It's my 64 Bel Air.
How long have you had this?
17 years.
17 years. What was it like when you got it?
Same paint, but it was pretty much a stock motor, 2-barrel Rochester, 350.
And what have you done to the motor?
Since then, it's had a couple different iterations. So recently, I just put a set of Edelbrock heads on it, aluminum intake on there, Holley 670 Street Avenger carb.
17 years you've had this. You don't look that old. So how old were you when you got this?
25.
25. It's good taste for a 25-year-old.
Oh, thank you.
What drove you to this at that age?
I had a couple different hot rods before this, and there's something a little different. I like the bigger cars, I like the Impalas, and I just came across this one for sale on the side of the street and stopped by and checked it out and picked up the next day.
And here we are 17 years later. Did you think you'd have it this long when you bought it?
I wasn't sure. I was just sat for a while. I pulled the motor in, and it probably sat for about 5 years while I was doing some work. And then recently I've been putting a little more time into it since it was 17 years just sitting there. So I figure it's time to actually start putting a little money into it and fixing it up.
Is this the most you've driven it since you've got it?
Yeah.
Yeah. What else do you plan on doing to it?
Eventually maybe some rims, paint once it's starting to fade a little bit and got a couple spots where it's rusting. So eventually redo the paint, some body work. But I still like the original style, though, too. So.
Yeah, and we were talking about that. It's different. You see a lot of Bel Airs at Cruisins now, and they're extremely shiny with a lot of chrome and all that. It's almost understated for a Bel Air you bring out these day and age.
Yeah, eventually I wouldn't mind even taking the trim off the sides even, just make it a little bit, more toned down.
But see, toned down on the outside, but you got the disco ball, you got the Chihuahua in there. What's all the decorations about?
Just how it is. I don't know. It's over time I've collected them and just they stayed in the car.
Is that the Taco Bell Chihuahua?
Yes, it is.
He was now long gone. We haven't seen him in many years.
Yep.
So this actually kind of is the feel of cruising down by the beach in LA or something like that. Is that kind of the vibe you're going for?
I like that style. I like the Cholo style Harleys. I like the style cars, the lowriders and stuff like that. So I wanted kind of a mix between a lowrider and a hot rod.
Is this a project you plan on finishing, getting the paint and everything in the near future? Or is this just little by little?
Just little by little. No, there's no real plan.
Yeah. 17 years, going strong. Keep going that way. We appreciate you bringing it out, brother.
Thanks a lot.
Up next.